What's up, you guys? Jason Wardrop here, and in today's video I want to break down how to start a software company with absolutely zero money. And just so you know, this is more of a long-term game plan. So if you're looking to make money, get rich quick, all that stuff in the next 90 days, this video definitely is not for you. Okay, I'm going to map out actually a 10-year game plan. Okay, so if you really are committed to this and you actually want to go through and build a software company, be able to exit with a high multiple, and retain all the ownership of your company while doing it profitably the whole entire time, this is the exact strategy that I would go through and use. Now, I've got about 5.5 years background and experience in the software space. I've got the experience not only of running my own company, but also meeting a lot of other founders, being able to hear about their experiences, what they would do, what they're currently doing. And so just kind of break down some of the strategies that if I were you and you wanted to start a software company and you're like, man, I've got no money, no contacts, but I just really have this big dream and I don't want to get VC money and go lose all control of the company, because when I exit at some point in the future, I want to be able to retain control and also have a majority of the equity. All right, so the first thing that I would do is I would go through and I would pick a market. Now, I'll just use for this example the real estate market, because that is the market that I am in. But obviously, this really works for any market that you want to go through and target. But it's really important that you identify who your core target customer is going to be through this whole process for the next 10 years. Because if you don't, then you're just going to kind of be scatterbrained and this whole process is really just not going to work. Okay, so the first thing is go through, identify your core target customer. And then once you have that core target customer, you figure out how you're going to actually help them, right? So for me, for example, I work with real estate agents. I help them with their lead generation, their marketing, their follow-up, so they can actually book more appointments to help them close more deals. Okay, so that is what I do, and I have trainings and courses and coaching programs go through and help them do that. And so what I would do in conjunction with that, because go through and create a training, a course, coaching program really doesn't cost anything, okay? It's just really more the cost of acquiring those customers, which in the beginning, that cost is pretty much just your time. And then after you've got some of the model proven, then you can start investing money into paid advertising. And then once you have this kind of all proven, you've got your first customers, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get into affiliate marketing. So let me just explain what this is really quick. So affiliate marketing is basically, there are softwares that are out there that, let's say that that cater to real estate agents, my exact market and my exact niche. And they will actually pay me a commission for referring clients to them. Now, every software company is a little bit different. Sometimes they just pay a one-time upfront fee for referring somebody and then they keep all the rest of the money. Sometimes they pay out a monthly recurring commission, which this is ideal. This is the best one that you want to actually go through and do. And that can be as low as 10% of whatever the monthly revenue is coming in from that customer. And I've seen it as high as 40%. Okay, so this is where we're going to actually go through and start. And you want to get to a point that you're able to pay yourself a decent sum, not crazy lavish living, but enough that you can actually go through, pay for all your core expenses, your rent, your food, just the basic necessities of life. And then after you've gone through and done that, okay, you're going to go through, step number 2 is you're going to white label a software. Now, sometimes the affiliate program, the software that you are going through and you are referring people to, sometimes they have a white label program. A lot of times they don't, but sometimes they do. But even if they don't, there's a lot of white label softwares out there. And basically what white label means is you take somebody else's software, you slap on your logo instead of their logo, you put your domain instead of their domain. So it basically looks like your own company. Okay, it looks like you've gone through and built your own software platform, and really you haven't incurred very much cost right here. Okay, because a lot of times to do this, maybe a couple $1,000s per month, or maybe it's a big time setup fee right up front, but all the platforms vary a little bit. But the nice thing is you're able to go through and merge from, let's go with the max over here of getting 40% recurring commission. Let's say it's a $100 product, you're getting $40 every single month. Well, if you white label this, then you can go through, you can set your own prices, and you can usually keep a little bit more of the revenue every single month, and so you have a little bit better profit margins. And the nice thing is right here is basically just you starting out. Okay, so you're kind of a solopreneur, just kind of getting your feet wet, proving the market, proving all that stuff. Once you've proven the market, you've proven your offers, you go through and get the white label set up. And at this point, what you need to do as well, you don't have to hire any developers, which is the most expensive part of going through and building a software company, but you'll want to go through and hire your own support reps, okay? Support reps to help with email, to help with live chat, and so you're able to go through and build out the systems for support. Okay, now we want to go through and grow this to a point where it's obviously covering our own personal salary that we're going to be making money every single month, right? And not living lavishly, like I said. Okay, you want to be able to make enough money that you're covering the white label costs each month, your support costs each month, and then have a little bit of money on top of that. Okay, so if we look at this affiliate marketing route and method, if you're completely brand new, this could take, let's say, 12 to 18 months to go through and do that. Maybe it's a little bit longer, maybe it's a little less time. It really depends on your experience and how hard you really push with it. And then we go through, after the 12 to 18 months, we go through and white label the software. We get the support people in place, we get the systems in place, we're increasing our profit margins, our revenue, everything like that. So we're going through, we've got 12 to 18 months right here. So at this point, we're, let's say, 18 months on both of those. We're 3 years into this process. Okay, now I actually have a friend who did this exact model, this next 2 steps I'm going to show you guys. His name is Ian, and he actually has his own very successful software company. I don't know the exact numbers on revenue, but I know he's doing well into the millions every single year. But he went through, he found his customer base, and then he white labeled a platform for a fraction of the cost that it would be to go through and start his own software company. And at this point, what he did is he went and grew his customer base to the point that he was covering his salary, he was covering the white label expenses every single month, the support, and had a considerable amount of profit. And on top of that, he was having some loyal customers coming in, telling them exactly what features right here they loved and what features they felt like were missing in the platform that he had white labeled. And then after a couple years of going through and building this, what he did is took all that customer feedback, which in the software space and pretty much any business space, everything is driven by customer feedback. Because if you don't really listen to your customers, you don't know what they want, then you're gonna give them something that they don't want, they're not gonna pay for it, and so they're gonna cancel really quick. So he went and took all of that feedback from his customers and he built his own software company right here. So this is also called SaaS, okay? Software as a service is what it stands for. He built his own software company, then was able to slowly migrate his customers from the white label platform onto the new platform when he was able to get a beta version of it. And he was able to cover all of the developer expenses right here from the money that he was making from this white label platform. Okay, and then once he got this to a nice version 1, he was able to slowly migrate people onto his new platform. And then it came to a point where this was working well enough that all of his sales process, all of his marketing team, everything that was going on, they were just pitching this product right here. And they were able to slowly migrate everyone from the white label onto their own software platform. Now, obviously, guys, if you look at this, this is definitely the long game, okay? You've got about 18 months up here, 18 months here. That's about 3 years right there. And then you add another, let's say, 3 to 7 years of going through and building that out. And then depending on where you want to go through and exit, then you could eventually exit at that point, right? Now, the great thing about VC money, which we could say the great thing, the not great thing, is obviously it speeds up the whole process because you're able to eliminate these 2 steps. But in my personal opinion, these are 2 core steps to go through and prove your market, prove what the market actually wants, and be able to build exactly what they want profitably and having that revenue coming in. So anyway, guys, with that said, I know I launched a video last week about going through white labeling a product, a service for your marketing agency to go through and have your own brand that you're going through and building and have the software and tools on the back end. If you haven't seen that video, go back and check it out. It's called The Death of Digital Marketing Agency. Lots of you guys were very interested in that topic. So anyway, what I will do is I will actually add a link to book an appointment with a member of our team. We can go through and discuss how that actually works to be able to help you go through and implement that into your business if you're interested. And honestly, at the end of the day, if you never even get to this point and you're just like, hey, I just want to stop right here at the white label, you can still grow an extremely profitable business right there without ever getting into this, okay? This is for going for the bigger multiples, really selling for a high number. This will go through and create you a really good, solid business, have some good passive income coming through where the customers are just using the tools. You've got your support, you've got your team going through and managing the day-to-day process. But anyway, guys, with that said, if you guys want to book an appointment with a member of our team and have us kind of break down exactly how that works, then we'll be able to go through and share that with you. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And with that said, I will see you in the next video.